Alright guys, and we are back with another booster box of Dead World Kickstarter, working on the master set. So at this point, I have enough of the master set done to where we are on the home stretch. I've got 9 cards that I need. They are all SR to LR. So, yeah, we need R75 sidecar, Joy Use, Undead World, Daywalker, Jesse Knox, Succubus, Whistle Pig, and Monkey Paw. 9 cards. So this is kind of the home stretch for the Kickstarter edition. And it's going to be interesting to see how difficult it is to get unique cards at this point. Because we've already gotten a decent amount of the set done. Well, pretty much all the set done. And so I'm curious to see how many times I get repeats at this point. And you know what, to make this easier, let's go ahead and switch to human hands. Now that's better. Alright, so I think what I'd be happy with, because at this point, like I said, I'm probably going to slow down. Alright, let's see what our box topper is. 1 of 3 box topper potentials, and we get a King Nova. That's the same one that we got in the last booster box opening. That's okay though. So I do have all the box toppers. I managed to save some for myself from streaming on Whatnot. But again, 9 cards. 9 cards is all we have left here. So let's keep this set list here. Closing in on that master set. I'm going to be super stoked to have that done. Only 500 boxes of Kickstarter were ever printed. Who knows how many are out there. Ooh, first pack magic. I can see that a hit is already coming through. Whistle Pig, hell yeah. We start off strong, SR. So Whistle Pig did the creator backer tier and got this badass creator combo card with Poncho. Amazing artwork. How intimidating is that pig? This is card number 204 out of 184, and it was one of the cards that we had on the list, so we're already making progress here. And that was super cool that was the first pack out of the booster box. If you watch my previous videos, I think they show pretty well that the booster boxes, I stated it before, but I feel like certain points I always got to go over. Draugr by AJ. These boxes are not true random, but they are somewhat random. So you're gonna have a minimum hits that you're gonna get. You're not gonna get completely skunked. Every single pack has a hollow card in it. So each pack feels good to open. You're not gonna get the reverse hollow situation. But from what I've noticed, Gargoyle by Jet Yates, it is very nicely spread out on the hits between these booster boxes. Every single booster box, I get something good, and I get a decent mix-up of how the hits are distributed. Like the first booster box I opened, Phoenix by Jet Yates. First booster box that I opened on camera, you know, it was like LR heavy. I got super lucky. That's the one I would say is like a very juice booster box. There's not a lot of LRs out there. And then, you know, the other 2 booster boxes, they were pretty much all SRs. So it is pretty randomized. TM18 by Nexus, which makes for a fun opening experience if you're a collector. Alright, we got TM18 by Poncho. So I've said this before too, but every single artwork's unique. That includes the hollow artworks, and you will see the same characters multiple times throughout the set, but it's always going to be different artwork. So it's not just like a difference in the frame, the artwork's completely different on the card. So we have like TM18 here, illustrated by a Nexus, and then TM18 here, illustrated by Poncho. 2 different styles, but I feel like they both fit the theme very well. I think the artist did a really good job. While there's a nice diversity and mix of artwork in Dead World, they did a really good job all keeping within theme. I think the cohesion is really nicely done. Draugr by AJ. Another Gargoyle by Jet Yates. And as I've said in the last few booster box opening videos, if you kind of want more of a detailed breakdown, I'd watch my first booster box opening video. I go over it in a lot more detail there. At this point, I'm just working on my master set, so I'm kind of just scrolling through to the hits because we're, like I said, we're kind of in the end game towards completing this. And I've already seen the cards between streaming on Whatnot quite a bit, and at this point opening a good amount for myself. Grendel, the Grendel and Poncho creator combo card, very cool. I've seen all of these cards plenty at this point. So it's nothing new to me other than needing all the cards for myself. Waterleaper. I never get this artist's name right. Siobhan Dali. Siobhan Dali. Hopefully I am saying that right. But I like to give credit to all the artists. Scarecrow by Indigo. Alright, so we're already a third through this box. So far we're starting off with that Whistle Pig creator card. Big hit there, so we're doing pretty well. We'll see how much else we're able to get to. Jiangxi by Misfit / Caleb Whitaker. Shockwave, Michael Peckham. Starting to get to the point where I've opened enough of this to where I can name the artists on a lot of these cards. Who drew what? At least in the hit section. Probably, definitely not yet for the common portion. Trooper, Michaela Clare / Paper Tiger. But I have gone through and kind of like slow rolled, especially once you get the master set binder. This is why I think binders are great for master sets. Looks like we got a little bit of a damage card there. Because you can, really see all the artwork displayed. President Kelly by Anur Jafari. It's fun scrolling through a lot of the other games that I've collected throughout the years, especially like Retro Zoo. I'll just take out the master set binders and scroll through, admire all the artwork. Shockwave, Michael Peckham. Okay, so I'd say we're a little more than halfway through this box. So far, we only have one hit, Trooper, Michaela Clare, aka Paper Tiger. Only have one SR hit so far, so hopefully we don't get too skunked on this box, but again, oh, no, spoke too soon, there we go. Another hit incoming. Let's see. A lot of red in this one. I think we got a Succubus. And we do. We got Succubus by Raph. And that is another card that we need for the master set. Card number 202 out of 184. SR. We are doing awesome. That is 2 more cards down for the master set. Super stoked. Deep dish pizza. You can never go wrong with a deep dish pizza. I could pull this card in every single box multiple times and be happy. Lane art. A lot of amazing artwork in these common cards. Jesse Knox, JoJo Seams, number 182, 184. This is my favorite of the regular holos. Beautiful artwork. Captain Goldhold. That is by Ray of Sand. Nope. TM18 by Poncho. Amazing artwork in the regular holo slot there. Looks like we got another hit incoming. Let's see. I think this might be a Jesse Knox, and if it's a Jesse Knox SR, I would be super happy. We've got Tap Fink. I think we do got a Jesse Knox SR. One of my favorite of the SRs. Amazing artwork here. Jesse Knox is growing to be one of my favorite characters before the full lore comes out. But that is another card that we need towards the master set. We are doing amazing with this booster box towards completing the master set. And Tat Fink was in one of my live Whatnot streams, and he said, check out in the porthole here, in that window, there's a character in there. He's like, I kind of dropped a little hint. He was like, I wonder who that is. So I think we're going to get something really interesting with the lore here. But this card is amazing. 197 out of 184 SR. We are making some awesome progress. I think we're down to only needing, after those 3 hits, we only need 6 more cards towards completing the Kickstarter master set. I'm super happy with how these booster boxes have gone. The Black Knight, Anor Jafari. And what's crazy is like this isn't just like 3 straight boxes, because like I got multiple cases of this because I backed it really heavy. And this is like a mix of cases because I just kind of like mega mix everything. So it is very diverse how these hits are distributed. The Deacon by Anor Jafari. We're on the last third of the booster box here. Oop. Got Werewolf by Moondogs. Another great one here. Said it before too, but full gameplay and grading are upcoming, which by Francisco K. So Tabletop Simulator will be coming soon if you want to test the game out before buying the product. I'm sure I will be on there, and then we'll have the full rule set for the game. Captain Goldholt, Ray of Sand. And then grading is upcoming too, which to me, grading is a super fun aspect of the hobby. So I am very much looking forward to that. Or we get another hit incoming. Can we pull off another card that we need? Oh man, can this booster box get any better for me? We got the Monkey Paw SR by Indigo. Another friggin' card that we need. We have knocked out 4 cards that we need on this list of 9. We're down to only 5 more cards left towards completing the master set. That's just amazing. And another hit is upcoming, and that's a lot of green. If this is what I think it is, if I had to guess, I'm gonna guess Undead World. If it's number 192 out of 184. Oh no, wait. It is! It's Undead World. In Nexus, looted rare movie poster card. Another card that we needed towards the master set, and a big hit at a looted rare. These do not come out of booster boxes as often, nearly as often as the SRs. We are freaking killing it, guys. That is 5 cards out of 9 that we need towards the master set. We're really getting towards the end game here on the master set. 4 more cards towards completing the master set. I wouldn't doubt if the rest of this box didn't have anything else in it, because I got a lot of hits there. Of course, you're gonna get a holo per pack, which is awesome. But as far as SRs and LRs, I mean, I don't know if I can get much luckier than that. That's crazy. Not a single repeat out of this booster box. Phoenix by Jet Yates. all cards that I needed towards the master set. I cannot believe that. 4 more cards until I'm done with this master set. TM18 by Nexus. Another hit. Holy shit. I am super lucky. Oh man. Seb Botello, 3-star SR. 193 out of 184. Okay, so 193 out of 184, Deadwood by Seb Botello. Yeah, this is another card that I need. I know for sure I don't have this one. We're killing it. I'll double check on this video. I'll double check the master set and throw those cards in just to confirm how much we have left. Scarecrow by Indigo. All right, that was the last pack there. So let me double check the master set. I'll speed through this portion or cut it, and we'll get back to you. Actually, you know what? No, I'll just say it while we're rolling. So Monkey Paw, I for sure needed. Whistle Pig, for sure needed. Succubus, needed that. Daywalker, so Daywalker is 195 out of 184. I don't know, I got confused there. And then Jesse Knox, number 197, I did need that. And of course, Undead World, 192 out of 184, I did need that. So, yeah, all these cards are cards that we needed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Dude, we needed 9 cards when this booster box opening started. We're down to 3 cards left. That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm seriously stoked on how these booster boxes have been distributed. It's not like, this is very achievable. If you're a dedicated fan, it's very achievable to complete a master set of Dead World. So if you are thinking about going along this journey, just know that it seems to be, you know, somewhere between like 4 and 6, but I would say comfortably, I would assume 6 booster boxes, about 6 booster boxes worth of opening, is going to pretty much get you the entire master set, SRs, looted rares, and of course, because of the hit distribution being different, you might need to trade, buy, sell from there, but that's about what you'd be in for if you're looking to complete this master set. All right, guys, well, as always, appreciate you guys watching me on this journey towards completing a master set of Dead World Kickstarter, and always got a plug. I am on Whatnot along with other great sellers. This is my Whatnot exclusive promo for first edition. Fear Claire Paper Tiger, only available through me on Whatnot. Always appreciate you guys hanging out with me, whether it's here on YouTube, on Whatnot. I think the community is one of the most fun parts of the indie TCG world. Again, I'm a deadhead. I'm loving Dead World, and we're really in the end game here. So hopefully I'll be able to say I got a master set of Kickstarter soon. All right, guys, have a good day. Peace.